Hey everyone, welcome to the Hornet King channel, and in this video I'll be relocating a European hornet colony, bringing it back to my barn, putting it in a clear plexiglass box that I built so I can watch it grow from this to this. Here's the video, check it out. I'm the Hornet King, and I removed some incredible and insane wasp nests. So this European hornet colony decided to make its nest above this client's soffit. I do want to apologize for the horrible audio quality in this particular sequence here. I was using a shotgun mic that was set to like 20 dB, and it was just clipping through the whole thing. But aside from that, it's a great removal.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Uh-oh. Hello.
So I was able to pull this plywood down, and luckily the nest was right above it. Sometimes they travel into the ceiling space, sometimes they're into the attic a little further. Luckily this one was right here, so I was able to pull that down. This was the Hornet Queen's first European hornet nest removal. So seeing these massive 2-inch long AA battery-sized wasps flying around was a little unnerving for her at first, but yeah, it was a good experience for her. So I just took a plastic bag, and just bagged it as fast as I could to keep as many on the nest as possible. I definitely wanted to keep the queen, so luckily she was still between the layers. And then I just put the bag inside my cooler here, which has a couple ice packs in it to keep them cool. If I were to just put that bag into a Rubbermaid bin or something, this is about an hour drive back to my house, and that nest certainly would have been dead. Even a lot of the larvae probably would have been dead too. So seeing how I didn't want to kill too many of the workers that I wanted to bring back home, I just used my battery-operated vacuum, which doesn't have super great suction. So I just kind of stood here and vacuumed up a few of them, and they stayed alive in the canister the whole way home. So this was pretty boring just holding this here, so I didn't bother including all the shots of me sucking them up, because literally I just stood there holding that nozzle like that. Something was really interesting though, like once I got this board back up on here, I turned on the vacuum nozzle and just kind of like jabbed it at a few of them and got them out of midair, which was like serious Yoda action. So since I didn't have to cut anything, I just basically put that plywood right back up and just screwed it back together. So right here, I just jab at them and catch two of them. Nice. Boom, just like that.
That's pretty good.
Pretty impressive. So European hornets kind of move slow when they fly around. They're not like yellow jackets where they dart around. They kind of hover and float and kind of like bumble around. So they're easier to catch out of midair. So just use a little bit of black flag just to kind of seal the creases where the plywood met, and that way it would just deter any foragers coming back from going into that space.
All right, so here we go. I have European hornets, and I built a new box for them to be in. So check this out. So it's plexiglass on 3 sides instead of just 2 sides like last year. And instead of having a wood bottom for all that crap to collect, I made it a screen. So hopefully they can't fit through here. So we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. Put a couple dabs here on the bottom just to get things started.
So luckily the ice packs kept this nest preserved the entire way home, and actually this is evening time, so it actually stayed in there even longer than just the drive. And once I got the nest out, everybody was still super active. I didn't have any dead ones inside of the nest, which was awesome.
So
So I just gently opened everything, and mainly gently, not because I didn't want to hurt the nest, because I knew I wasn't going to hurt the nest. What I was afraid of is that if I jostled around too much, the very active wasps inside the nest would try to fly out and swarm me. Again, I'm not worried about being swarmed, but I wanted to keep as many inside of the nest as possible. And luckily that was a success, because most of them stayed in there. It was only a couple that actually flew out, and you can see my lights on the outside of my barn. So a couple of them did fly up to the light, but I did end up catching one. I think there was only one that didn't make it into the box. Kind of afraid to flip this thing over. I'm afraid it's not going to stick. I think I'm only missing one hornet. I think he's flying up there, so that's okay. I'm not going to hold this little thing up for one hornet, so. Let's see if it's sticking. Looks to be. So the queen's in there, so that's a good thing. She's looking right at me. There's the queen. There she is. The glue looks like it's sticking, so that's good. We'll know better here once I flip it upside down. I'd say that's a success. You go attach it to the inside of the barn. That's exciting. I think we got just about everybody in there too, except for maybe a couple outside, but that's fine. Good morning, girls. Everything seems to be holding up. Quiet, Ginger. That's the queen there. So this is how I'll be filming this year with this nest. Of course, there's going to be little imperfections in the plexiglass, but it is what it is. So you can tell that the light disturbs them. They don't like being bothered by the light. Of course, you can see the hole from outside, or from inside. So this is just day 2. So a really cool thing to see here. This is a queen wasp laying an egg into a new cell that's being made. So not only is it a new cell, but she's going to lay an egg inside of it. So as the workers start building onto that cell and building the comb bigger, that egg will be developing at the exact same time. So talk about like multitasking. These are all the eggs inside the cells that the queen has laid. So she'll stay in that position for about 15 minutes and adhere the egg to the inside top part of the cell. So when a working forager goes out and catches an insect or a bug and they bring it back to the nest, there's actually nursery workers that are inside the layers of comb, and they will be the ones to start chewing at the meat of that insect or bug and prepare it to be fed to the larva. You'll see when ones come in that they actually start chewing at it and breaking it apart, and other ones will come over and break it apart even further to feed it to the larva.
Oh, they dropped some of it. Uh-oh.
You know what they're actually chopping up?
No, I don't.
It's guts. Here.
It's the queen's butt sticking out up here. Up here, see? Yep, right there.
I think so.
The one right there in the middle between the combs.
Oh. Oh,
She got big tuchus.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
That's so neat to see.
Yeah.
You're a really lucky boy. Not very many people can see this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of little boys who've never know what a hornet's nest even looks like.
Oh, yeah? Whoa, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is, it looks like something black. I see they're building on some comb.
Mm-hmm. Got some comb and some envelope.
Yeah, some envelope.
So something else to take notice to is that the mature hornets in this colony have a different color and look to them than newly hatched adults. Newly hatched adults look almost like bright orange. You can see this one here in the center of the screen is bright orange, and she has not matured. She's probably just hatched within the last day. She's still got some fuzz on her. But as she matures, she'll become like the dark maroon burgundy color like the other adults. So you can see these ones here, these three are actually swapping fluids. So even though they're out foraging and things, they will pick up fluids like in their travels, and they'll get fluid from the larva. But as one worker will extract fluid from a larva to eat it, it will then regurgitate that fluid even again and feed it to other workers coming back from foraging who are thirsty. So oftentimes if you look in these shots, you'll see a lot of different hornets mouth to mouth with each other, feeding each other the fluid.
First flight. Inspecting the hole. And she'll take off and she'll do some circles around here. Get her bearings and go on her first flight. Circles, circles. Do another one up high. I can't tell if I'm getting this, but there she goes. Doing her circles. Still doing circles. That's the orientation flights I'm always talking about when wasps are in a new location or leaving the nest for the first time. They leave the spot, they circle around a few times to get their bearings, they inspect the entranceway of where they came out from so they know where to come back to, and that's the target. There's a lot of larvae on the bottom here for some reason. Couple dead ones in here.
So all the sounds that you're hearing in the sequences where I'm recording the audio from underneath the nest are 100% legitimate and not enhanced. That sound is not rain, that sound is not me rustling bags or anything. That is the actual sound of the colony and their feet on the envelope, the larvae scraping the cell walls, the buzzing of their wings, the rustling around of them flying in from outside, all of that stuff is 100% the way this colony sounds every single day, 24/7. It never gets quiet. It is always noisy.
It's about midnight right now. Came out to get these shots, and I wanted you guys to hear what this sounds like inside. This is not enhanced audio, this is live. So I have a microphone under here now, trying to get the sound, the audio recorder. So this is the Rode NTG3 going into my Zoom H6. Trying to get the best sounds that you guys can hear from this colony. So I've used a screen down here so that way that the waste wouldn't drip down into the bottom of the box and like absorb into the box. Settle. Settle. So they can't get through this screen. That was the whole purpose of putting the screen there. They can't get through that. At least not that I've observed. Anybody gonna pee? Just want to get somebody pees, I'm leaving. There's the queen. That's the queen right there. You have to pee, queen? Come on, queen. Show everybody how you pee. That's it. Alright. The queen peed, so I'm out of here.
They were just swarming. Venom all over the bottom here. Not sure what had them all excited. They were just like freaking out in here. All I did was open the door. You know, I did was come through here. It is storming outside, so maybe it has something to do with that. Okay, so it was the door. This light, listen. It's just like that, it stops. Ready? Light on. They're just all over this box. I'm keeping the light up here because I don't want them trying to go down through the screen. I don't think they can, but I don't want them getting adventurous. Like these ones are getting adventurous, looking around for a way out. So I keep the light up here. Let's listen to them calm again. This is calm. Second I turn on the light, dunk. I think this is the dimmest light too. Yeah, it's the dimmest. Alright, I'll let you girls get back to it. Let's settle down a little. I didn't mean to bump your door. That's a lot in this colony, that's for sure. Let's put your cover back on. Night night, girls. Keep doing your thing. Already calmer.
Baby.
Yummy nest. Sweet well. You have a tick on your ears, Cody Clan. Avery. Is that good, Squirrel Squirrel? Avery. Avery.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to check out this video. If you guys enjoyed this content, drop in the comments, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions for future videos or something like to see me covered in an upcoming video, also drop in the comments, let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so and hit that bell notification down below, and that way you guys get an update anytime I do post a video. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to check out this video, supporting my channel, and I'll catch you on the next video.